as us old pilots would say, clear prop. I'm Larry.
I'm Sansi.
And we're the Casual Campers. We retired early so we could enjoy life. Our channel is primarily about camping, but we do have home base to come back to. We're not full-time.
We enjoy cruising, and sometimes we even hop a plane.
Just hop a plane and go.
Hit the like button.
Subscribe to our channel.
Back to the video.
Well, welcome back to the Pontoon Rebuild. I think this is episode 6, 7, 5, I don't know, something. It's been about 3 weeks since we put a video out. We have been busy. We did stop and took a little vacation.
A little vacay.
We're retired, so we're always on vacation, but we went and visited with some friends. But anyway, last time when we ended, we had just put a little bit of the furniture on here, had not bolted it down or anything, just kind of set it in place, and we named the boat. Since that time, we've got all of our furniture in except for one piece in the back. Oh, that's an issue. On the last video, we wasn't sure what we were going to do in the back, but we decided to go ahead and buy furniture and just put furniture in the back.
Go with it.
That's the easiest, quickest thing to do, so that's what we did. The biggest of my time was spent on this console. It comes in one piece. You have to cut holes. I had gauges to put in. I had wiring to figure out all the wiring up under here. I did not buy a new wiring harness. I kept the old one, and through my year-long procrastination, it's been a year since I undid everything, so it took me a while to figure out all the wires, but so far everything's working great. It wasn't that big of a deal. I'll break here and go a little more in depth on the console. The console comes in 2 pieces, and again, I ordered all of this stuff from pontoonstuff.com, and they've been pleasant to work with. I've had to call them a couple times on a couple things, but all in all, it's been pretty good. A lot of the time consuming stuff that I did over the past 2 or 3 weeks had to do with this console. This has been the most difficult part. It wasn't, well, I don't want to say difficult. It was tedious. You have to cut holes for everything you're going to put in it because it comes as a solid piece. And then I had to figure out all the wires. I didn't put a new wiring harness. I used my old wiring harness. I took all that apart a year ago. So to go back and try to figure out the wires was somewhat time consuming, but it worked out fine. I want to talk about these maroon pieces I have here. I actually fabricated these with fiberglass. This is 3 sheets of fiberglass that I had in a small kit, a small repair kit that I bought for, I thought I was going to use something else. Turned out I didn't, and I had it, so I said I'm going to give it a try. So 3 sheets made into a square, and then I cut it to fit, sanded it down, and painted it to match the outside of the boat, and it turned out really nice. I like the way it looked. So, and this is our radio. This is a Boss radio. Ordered it online. I'll put the link down below. Actually, I'll put a link below for everything we've got. This is the new style of radio for boats. People aren't using CDs anymore, so you don't have to have that big radio. It's this small little block square. It's Bluetooth capable. It's got, I think it's got a plug back there for a card, so you could load up a bunch of songs, put on a card, and plug it in, which I'll probably never use, but it does have it. New gauges. There again, I made another piece for here, painted it to match just to give this console a little bit different look. Over here I put, this is basically a 12-volt charger, and then we got the phone charger. I ordered new rocker panels for it. Worked out great. I've got plenty of panels. I've got most things hooked up. I got a couple more things I still have to put on. I got to put a horn, and we're going to put some lights inside the boat. I haven't hooked those up yet. Everything else is already tied in, and it works great. Original no, take that back. It's not the original steering wheel. I ordered this steering wheel, and then this is the original throttle. So over the last 3 weeks, I spent a lot of time on this console. So you can see probably from here, you probably see the front of the pontoon boat. You see how it's done. I'm going to move the camera and get a shot towards the back so you can see the back. So this is what the back of the boat looks like. We've got a base coming for here. These two pieces will go on that, so the back is going to come to about right here. This is the original piece for here. There's another small section that goes over there. We've ordered material. We're going to try to recover these ourselves. We'll see how that turns out. I guess another note is we have ordered material for our bimini. We're going to try to make our own bimini.
We have the old ones.
We've got the old ones that we can still use that for pattern, like Sansa says. So we don't think it's going to be crazy difficult. I think it's going to be time consuming. It's going to take us a little while to do it, but I believe we can do it. And then if not, then we wasted that money and we'll order a new top. But we're going to try to do it ourselves. So that's for another video. You can see we've got the front all put together. It's all bolted down. We got our speakers mounted. I don't know if you can see those. Radio works fine. I would play it, but then it gets into copyright and all that stuff if a particular song is on. So I'm not going to demonstrate that. Just take my word for it. Radio works fine. Stereo, I mean. And it's going to be plenty loud for what we want to do. We're too old for all of that really loud stuff, but this is going to be plenty.
4 speakers, that's a lot.
That kind of gets us up to where we are today. I'm going to get some fuel in this thing. I'm going to change the oil. I'm going to try to crank it before changing the oil because that's what's recommended. Crank it, run it, get it up to temperature, and then change the oil. So I'm going to try that. Keep in mind this motor has not been cranked in probably 4 years.
Yeah.
So that might be a challenge, but we're going to try to do that today. We're going to get the oil changed in the. I hope I can.
You can.
We're going to get the oil changed in the foot. Just going to make sure the motor has all new oil all the way through. Give it its best shot. So hang with us and we'll see what we can do. As you've seen, I put some gas in and I've got it primed, so let's hope for the best. This motor hadn't been cranked in quite a while, so let's see what happens. So, as us old pilots would say, clear prop. Crank up for me, and that doesn't surprise me. And then shortly after this started, so I'm probably done for the day. We'll pick this up tomorrow, if not this afternoon. If it clears up, I might more this evening, but as of right now, we're probably done. She didn't crank for me. See you tomorrow. Well, welcome back. Today, the weather has been kind of hit or miss with the thunderstorms and rain, but I've had time to take a look at the motor, and I got what they call good news and I got what they call bad news. Now, you fellers know when you're working on something like this, you're going to run into a problem or 2 or 3 or 5, 8, who knows. But anyway, good news. We'll start with that. The good news is our motor is fine. I went to town, I got some starting fluid, sprayed it. Old Bessie fires right up and purred like a kitten laying up on your stomach with a bowl full of milk. Bad news is it didn't purr very long. It would die right back out. So I started looking at fuel. So, okay, I got a fuel problem somewhere, and it didn't take long to find the culprit. I thought I was having trouble with the bulb, keeping it pumped up and staying primed, and I was correct. What I found was, and I broke this since I took it out, check and see how brittle, but that's my line going into the tank, and you can see it's only about yay long. and my tank is about yay deep. So the line was way up here. So I got to get this little jewel to go into the tank so it can pick up fuel. That's what the problem is, just not picking fuel up. So it's not that big a deal, but it's going to be a couple of days. It's holiday weekend before I can get to one of the boat places around here and see if I can get that new piece. So I think I'm going to end this one here. Got me some lemonade. That's what we do in the South. The weather's kind of nice right now under the patio in the swing with the cloudy and the rain and the little bit of wind. So I'm going to finish my lemonade and then probably go in and have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'll pick this video up on the next one. We'll get that motor going, finish up the interior, and on the next video we'll probably talk about the rear upholstery we're doing and the bimini we're trying to make on our own. So thanks for watching. Take a kid fishing or something. Do something with a kid. They're always looking for somebody to look up to. You might be that person. And we'll catch you on the next one. So see you next time. Gotta love that lemonade.